Secret video of Charlie Kirk naming his true turning point successor. Wow, okay, well, that means I should click on the video. I see a selfie video of Charlie here. That means I should click on this link, and then I'm going to get a video of Charlie Kirk saying it's Erika Kirk who should be his successor, right? If you thought that, folks, you apparently, according to Daily Mail and Turning Point, you are stupid. You are low IQ. Candace Owens says Erika chose to walk out to Charlie's alleged voice naming her as the CEO at AmFest, but stopped short of airing the video footage. Donors who were present say the audio is AI, and that Charlie never uttered these words at the event in question. One of the biggest sticking points that Erika Kirk has put forward over the last several months since her husband was assassinated by definitely not Israeli-linked operators, definitely not anyone linked to the state of Israel or Mossad or anything like that, right? Don't even ask that question, right? Don't ask that question. One of the biggest things that she has put out is that, well, she is effectively ordained to be the new leader of Turning Point USA because Charlie Kirk said so before he died. And the proof of that simple fact is that there's a video showing it. Well, the video's not public, but the video exists. Trust us. Trust us, says Turning Point USA. Well, there's no shortage of scandals and drama and lies that Turning Point USA has put out over the last, going on nearly a year now. But I would have to say that this is one of the funniest. You know, it's like, at a point in time when everyone at Turning Point USA should just shut up and move on and like not stir more drama, not cause more PR scandal nightmares, right? They are now claiming religiously this idea that they have a video that showcases Charlie Kirk saying, you know, if something were ever to happen to me, apparently he recorded this like 2 days before he died. If anything ever happened to me, then Erika Kirk should take over. It just seems like a very odd sort of video to even exist. But the other problem here is that the video, as far as any of us can see right now, actually doesn't exist. There was a group of journalists, however, if you can call them that, at the Daily Mail, which claim to have seen the video now. And actually, they claim to have, it insinuates, at least in the headline of this article, that they are willing to share this video. Daily Mail US bombshell secret video of Charlie Kirk naming the true Turning Point successor days before assassination. Exclusive secret video of Charlie Kirk naming his true Turning Point successor. Wow, okay, well, that means I should click on the video. We'll be right back with the episode, but first, a quick word from our sponsor. A few weeks ago, I covered Saga Metals, trading as SAGMF in the United States and SAGA in Canada, a company I featured many times on the channel. We're revisiting the story much sooner than expected because in less than 6 months, they've transformed the scale of the company. Just 48 hours ago, Saga announced a 100% drill success rate across all 57 drill holes at the Radar project, all ahead of schedule, while adding $10 million to its treasury through a financing round dedicated entirely to drilling. Radar is now being positioned as a potential host to one of the largest titanium systems ever identified in North America. Saga also secured a strategic titanium acquisition from under $100 billion mining giant Rio Tinto in the same district as the largest titanium mine in the world. Then last month came the acquisition of the Wolverine project, located along the same belt as the Voisey's Bay discovery, one of the most significant mineral discoveries in history. The momentum is hard to ignore because America's critical supply chain depends on titanium. Washington has already committed $12 billion through Project Vault, alongside Executive Order 14241 and the State Department ministerial with 55 foreign ministers focused on critical minerals. As the U.S. and its allies move to secure the future, Saga is positioning itself where the money, mandates, and momentum are flowing, exploring materials essential for aerospace, next-generation systems, and stealth. The message from Washington is becoming clear. Onshore it, secure it, fund it, mine it. And one of the standout achievements here was Saga scooping another titanium project from under Rio Tinto, a company roughly 3,500 times larger by market cap. That takes skill, patience, and execution. If you want to learn more about this critical mineral story, check out the link in the description. Special thanks to Saga Metals for making today's video possible. Selfie video of Charlie here. That means I should click on this link, and then I'm going to get a video of Charlie Kirk saying it's Erika Kirk who should be his successor, right? If you thought that, folks, you apparently, according to Daily Mail and Turning Point, you are stupid. You are low IQ, because why would you ever imagine that they would release this extremely important video to the public at a time when they're claiming that this video exists and is not AI and is totally real? Why not just release the video? Like, what's the whole point here? What is the whole point of not releasing the video if the video exists and is real and it's exactly what they say it is? Right? This post, however, got fact-checked. Daily Mail article contains no video or even a link to one. It only describes alleged contents of a secret video via anonymous sources. They couldn't even get Turning Point people to go on record about this video. So this photo you're seeing right here that was on the cover of the article, this was a random TikTok video he posted a few days before he was assassinated. Here we have more photos. You know, wow, Erika Kirk, stunning, right? Stunning. What a totally beautiful woman. I definitely have nothing funny to say about her look. She totally does not look like Fiona from Shrek. Let's go on here. So you scroll through this entire thing. Okay, Candace Owens is bad. She's a liar because she questioned whether Erika Kirk should be the successor and said maybe now's not the best time. But there's no video of Charlie Kirk saying anything. There's no video. No video exists. I'm not going to bore you going through this whole article because why would I? The video doesn't exist. It's just like random anonymous sources. Probably one source quoted multiple times to make it seem like there's multiple people at Turning Point USA. It's probably just Erika Kirk on the phone saying, you know, talking in an accent or something, saying like, oh, yes, I'm Jennifer at Turning Point USA, and I saw the video, and it totally exists. But we actually have more because according to the Daily Mail, when they got pressed on the fact that, hey, look, there's no video in your article when you claim that there's a shocking video, they're like, oh, no, we saw the video. They did a private screening. TPUSA did a private screening of the video just for us Daily Mail journalists that are, you know, very, very, accurately reporting on the contents of the video. If it was AI, we would have told you. You know, Candace Owens says, I'm sorry, but I still can't get over this. Turning Point USA colluded with the Daily Mail to host a screening of the now secret video of Charlie naming Erika as his successor. This video is crucial. It was introduced to the public by Erika as Charlie's dying wish, her takeover of the company. Erika chose to walk out to Charlie's alleged voice naming her as the CEO at Amfest, but stopped short of airing the video footage. Donors who were present say the audio is AI and that Charlie never uttered these words at the event in question. Turning Point is now gaslighting us, bringing in experts to secretly screen and report on the video while claiming its existence doesn't even matter because Charlie had told his friends that's what he had wanted. What is going on? Now, if this reminds you a lot of what happened after October 7th, right? Because on October 7th, after October 7th, you know, the Israeli government told us that, Hamas was like torturing Israelis, raping Israelis, sexual assault, that Hamas was coordinating with alien life form to massacre Israelis en masse. And yes, there's video proof of all of this, but we're not going to show you and we're not going to desecrate the lives lost. But it does exist, and we will show our staunchest Zionist supporters that this video exists, but we're definitely not going to show the public. But it exists. And if you question its existence, even though we won't release it, you are anti-Semitic. If this sounds like the same exact thing that we heard after October 7th, you are not alone, because that was the first thing I thought about when I saw this story. I'm like, oh, well, clearly whoever the PR person that they've now replaced their old PR person with is just hired directly from like the Israeli Ministry of Foreign Affairs or something, the media department for the Israeli government. Like, that's who they've hired. They put this article behind a paywall because its contents are so absurd that even journalists are too embarrassed to perpetuate it. We looked at the article again. It's pretty insane. Video of the Aspen donor conference has never been released publicly, but the Daily Mail has been given exclusive access to screen the full video, report on its contents, and speak to individuals who were in the room in Aspen that day, as secrecy around the footage has become a major point of contention. Yep, you read that right. They did a special screening just for the Daily Mail writers, and they're reporting that the video is like totally legit. So why won't Turning Point just release it? Don't worry, I'll save you time. The first reason is because, well, does it even really matter if the video exists? Several Turning Point allies feel that too much attention has been focused on the video from Aspen, and said it was always clear to them that Charlie had intended for Erika to lead the organization in his absence. One board member who wished to remain anonymous confirmed to the Daily Mail he was personally involved with personal, financial, and estate planning with the couple after they were married. During those discussions, they made it clear that if anything should happen to Kirk, his wife would be responsible for the organization that he had founded. So, yeah, the video's real. We all saw it. But also, if the video's not real, does it really matter? Because, like, a board member said that, this is what he wanted, even though it's all anonymous, right? People are claiming that, like, Candace didn't respond to the Daily Mail for comment on this article. She said, this is completely made up. They never reach out to us for comment. And they have BCC Mitchell's email. This was a PR piece. They always pretend people can't be reached for comment in these scenarios. That is very true. I've had multiple personal examples from mainstream. It's usually like the slimiest media, right? Like New York Times. If New York Times is writing a piece on you, yeah, they'll call you. They'll call you and interview you, even if they're not sure they're going to publish a piece on you, right? Which I've had, like maybe 6 or 7 New York Times pieces where they did on me and stuff like that. I've had one piece that they interviewed entirely and then they never even did anything with it, which I'm still curious about. Like, what was that? They even went so far as not just to interview me, but they had just recently done it, like a full giant profile on me. And then when I was in Moscow, there was like a New York Times interviewer that wanted to do a whole nother interview with me, and she did. And then they sent someone to go take pictures of me all around Red Square, and then they just like never published anything. It was the weirdest thing. Yeah. So anyways, I would be willing to bet that this video does not exist, allegedly, in my opinion. And, well, we'll see if it does. And if they do decide to release it, we'll see if they use the same, AI video generation engines that they use to make the videos of Netanyahu when he was drinking his latte, his frothy latte that never spilled with 4 fingers in a Tel Aviv cafe when, as we now know, he was actually in the UAE meeting with Emirati officials. Continue to watch. Before you leave, I want to say thank you for the support, because after 2 years of being banned, we are finally back home on YouTube. So be sure to subscribe to our channel and also join as a member on our channel using the link at the top of the description. I rely on the generous support of viewers like yourself to get the truth out to as many people as possible. You can also support the show on Locals or GiveSendGo. The mainstream media and the powers that be are never going to stop attacking us for bringing the truth to as many people as we do. Thank you so much for your support.